Hey everyone, it's Mr. Everything, and it's been a while since I did coverage on this Playseat and Thrustmaster wheel back when I got these about a year ago. But some people that also had this Playseat challenge wanted to know how to mount a shifter on it, and this could go with pretty much any shifter, but in this case, it's obviously for compatibility to Thrustmaster TH8A. But I wanted to show you a few different options on how you could mount it, and the first one I thought of doing is I was thinking of getting some piece of metal and where that screw is, taking that screw out, putting a little piece of metal like an L shape and bringing it down. So that would probably make it the sturdiest because you'd have it bolted in with the wheel deck and the wheel, and then bend it. But then that was thinking that would just make a huge piece here. Instead, my other method, which I did go with for a while, was getting just a wooden crate at the store. A plastic one I don't think will work because they seem too flimsy. This is nice and sturdy, but the problem is it's so big and it just takes up too much room, and that's hard to. I don't have any space here to get my legs through, and then it'll tip over. So I had to get these cement blocks and just put some denim over them so they wouldn't scratch it. But bottom line, that was kind of too big and just too much work to have to lug this around. So I think these were like 15 pounds each, so 30 pounds should keep this pretty sturdy. So this was probably the best versatile all around option would be, because it's about the same length. I think this is about 16 inches high, and you can position it wherever you want. And I think that would probably be the best thing, just to have a separate box or wood or little stool, whatever you got, as long as it's weighed down, clamp it to that. But when I first got it, I tried clamping it to the rig, and I clamped it right here, but because of this fabric and then this bar, it didn't really want to clamp around it, so I kind of gave up and went to this. But then I tried a little bit more, and I noticed you can clamp it pretty much right here. Okay, so I took the clamp off of that crate, and I noticed it'll go like right here. You want to get it on a piece of metal where it's stiffest, because this is just, cloth or some type of nylon strap, so it's a little more flimsy. So if you get this right on the metal here, you can actually clamp down on. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Okay, so now I have the shifter mounted on here, and you can see I have the plate and the assembly this way now spun over and locked in. You can see it's pretty sturdy here actually. The rig's actually shaking. This isn't coming loose. I clamped it in. It'd be a hard angle to get, but just that strap where the metal piece is, right in there. The only problem is this clamp kind of gets in the way of that bar, like right there. But there's just enough clearance to get through. Now if your Playseat, the straps are extended farther back and it's more in an F1 position, it might have that bar more in the way, to where if you have it pulled up a little bit more tightly, it might be further off, but for me it works just fine. So, and I can actually get in here much easier now. But I don't know if you can see this. Let me get my light again. It's always hard to capture black cords in a dark room, but you can see it kind of drags right in front of it. So I have cable ties pretty much on everything on this. I have all my wires and cable tied down. So some light here. I put another one just on this, and then you can just get your wire. It's for the shifter. And now it's under here, right there, so not anywhere, you can see, not anywhere near my feet. The shifter's over here, and you can see it's pretty sturdy, it's not going anywhere. So I thought maybe it would shake loose, but it won't. So there was another one where the guy had it mounted up here, and he had screws drilled into this, and then a block of wood, and I was thinking, well, that's kind of too far out. And this was like where I was putting my crate because I wanted it more of a realistic kind of back a little bit from the wheel. But this is pretty close, and it's actually a little bit closer than going over to here where I had it. But that's, you know, the closer it is, the quicker you can be. So it's still pretty realistic, and that saves me from having to drill in here. I was thinking if there was like some type of coupler, like C-clamp, to just clamp over it, but then it would probably slide. So just the clamp on this, there's no need to hard mount it, and then you can just take it right back off because this is a portable rig, Playseat Challenge. So there's really no point in, you know, making it permanent. And as you can see here, it works just fine. So I'm trying to hold the camera here, but you can see it down now. No issues. It doesn't seem like it's going to come loose or anything. So really nice. Hopefully, you know, you can try this on yours and see if you can clamp it right there. It's all been really good. So this is pretty much the easiest way to do this. No modification needed. And I don't know. You can probably saw I don't have the T3PA pedals yet, but hopefully I can be getting them at the end of the month, and I can have this rig finished, at least until I decide to upgrade the wheel rim, which I'd also like to do. So that's the setup there. I might do a review on this whole thing, but this works really great for the Xbox and all this Thrustmaster stuff. This is a really good combination. I know a lot of other people have this wheel, so I would try that out and just keep all your cables out of the way, and it works really nice. So hopefully if you have this set up, you can try that clamp right there and see if that works. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.